All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian. Also with me today, Coach Heather, and we have a great build style workout for you today. So if you have one heavy weight, that is going to be awesome. You can also see that we have a step in between us today, and you're going to need one of those at home. So if you have a chair, anything just kind of about knee high, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, we'll make it work for you today. But something you can step on that is stable. We want to make sure that you're not falling down or anything like that today. But we're going to get warmed up. You can start thinking about what you have sitting around the house while we get warmed up. First movement that we got today is going to be a Spider-Man with rotation. So Heather's going to drop it down into her high plank position for me. Hop 1 foot outside of her hand. Good, and then we're going to open up the chest on this one. So follow the hand with your eyes, reach up towards the ceiling, and then right back down. Perfect. You're going to knock out 5 on this side, and then we'll switch it over to the other side. Good. So open the chest up. Make sure we keep those hips sunk nice and low so you can get that lower body stretch. Perfect. Heather hit her 5, so she switches right over and then right into it again. So that same side that's up, that's the side that you open up to. Good. Warming the body up, getting you ready to go. We have 2 circuits that we're going to go through today. Both have 3 exercises apiece. First one's going to be a little bit more lower body focused. Second one going to be a little bit more upper body focused. Next movement, we're going to get into a dead stop slide push-up. So what this is a push-up with a dead stop at the bottom. So Heather's going to drop it down nice and slow and controlled. The slide portion, we go out to the sides, bring it back in so her hands are right under her shoulders again, and then pressing up. That's 1. Want to knock out 10 total reps on this one? You can take it from the knees as well. Whatever works for you, that is what we're looking for to get started today. Good, so perfect. So she comes to that complete stop at the bottom, hands come out. Driving back up. Notice her body stays in that straight line. She's got her core nice and engaged. Perfect, perfect. 10 total reps. Again, from the toes, from the knees, whatever works best for you today. There we go. And then when you are done, you can pop it up to the feet. We're going to be into our squat position next. So before we do 15 squats, let's talk about it a little bit. Feet are going to be right about under the hips, under the shoulders, somewhere in that range. Toes slightly pointed out to straight ahead. Driving the knees out as you come down, keeping the chest nice and tall. We got 15 squats. So knock those out. Get nice and deep into it. Take your time with these. You're not in a rush. Remember, every time we're warming up, we're looking to just take our time and make sure the body is moving in the right ways today. So really, really good. Good. Notice how Heather keeps that chest nice and tall. She keeps the core engaged for the entire duration of the 15 squats. So the first squat and the last squat, they look pretty similar. She's not getting tired too much. And now she's ready for some high knees to get us going in our warm-up. So high knees, we're going to get the arms going as well. Knees are going to come up to about hip height there. So boom, Heather's knocking them out. Keep the arms swinging just like you're running really fast with your knees really high. We're going to knock out 20 total of those, knock them out, and then we'll start explaining circuit number 1. So this one designed to get the heart rate cranked up a little bit. Hopefully you get a little bit of a sweat going. Definitely grab some water here as we get into our first circuit. We got 3 moves, so let's talk about those to start. Now, you are going to need your step for this, so let's grab that, pull her out here. First one, you need 1 weight for a contralateral step up. So Heather's going to grab a dumbbell here. If you got a kettlebell, whatever you got today, that will work. And she's going to hold it in her left side there, so you can see it right at her side. That means she's going to step up with her right foot. So it's going to be across the body, a full step up. Other foot comes on top, stable, and back down. Now that top foot, that's going to stay up on the top because you're going to be there for 20 seconds. We're going to do 20 seconds on the same side, and then you'll have a 20-second break today. So perfect. Heather's knocking those out. If it gets too challenging during the 20 seconds, we could just drop the weight, but I want you to keep knocking out reps there. So 20 seconds there, and then you'll have a nice 20-second rest. That's going to be our format for a lot of things today. Now, high plank shoulder tap is going to be our second move. So, move your step out of the way, high plank position. Now, we're going to hold this nice and tight. I want you to focus when we're in our high plank position on the core being tight as possible. That means you're squeezing and bracing the core as you're in that high plank. Now, Heather's got about a shoulder width distance between her foot there, and that's going to give her a really good base here while she's doing shoulder taps. So the goal on these is to be able to tap the shoulder without any extra movement in the body. Now you're going to move around just a little tiny bit, but you're going to try to engage that core even more so you got no movement in the body at all. You can also drop it down to the knees if you need to there as a great option, also getting some really good core work. Perfect. Last movement of our first circuit is going to be our rear foot elevated split squat. So this is going to be another one where we just need one weight. Heather's going to hold that thing in her right hand this time. The foot is going to come up onto the step. So perfect. So her right hand is holding the weight. Her right foot is back. So that means her left leg is working. So it's going to be across the body on all of our elevated foot movements today. So perfect. Straight down, straight up. The knee stays right over the toe in that straight line with the body. Everything's stable. Her chest stays tall. A lot of times as we do these, we have a tendency to kind of bring our chest forward with that weight, but we're going to use our core to make sure everything is nice and tight there. So perfect. 20 seconds on one side. We got 4 rounds of this circuit. So it's going to be a 20-20. We're going to go right through. There's no real rest in between the first round and the second round. You'll just have that 20-second break that we have in between every movement. So grab your stuff, everyone. Let's get ready to go. Get your steps set up, get your weight, and then we will get rocking here in about 30 seconds with circuit number 1. All right, guys, so we're going to get started in about 20 seconds now. Get everything set up again with your weight, with your step. We're going to start with the contralateral step up. So Heather's going to walk up to that step. Again, 1 foot on, all the way up, all the way down. We keep that foot on for the entire 20 seconds. So here we go. I'm going to get the timer ready to go. And we have 10 seconds, and we are going to start with this one today. So again, all the way up, all the way down. Keep that top foot right on our step. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So perfect. All the way up, all the way down. Notice that heel is fully up on that step as well. You always want to make sure that foot stays up on the step. So don't let that heel creep off. But here we go. You're almost done. We got 7 seconds to go. That's a couple more quick reps. And then in 3, 2, 1, and rest. You got 20 seconds to rest here. We are going to go into our high plank shoulder taps next. So you can put your weight to the side, high plank position, hands under the shoulders. And then that shoulder tap, again, we're going to go across the body, tapping the shoulders. We got 6 seconds to get ready. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So perfect. Notice that nice straight line. Again, you can take it down to the knees if you need to. Always remember that. But the shoulder taps and the hips don't move. Everything is nice and stable. You're trying to actively squeeze your core. Actively squeeze all those little core muscles. Good. 5 seconds. A couple more reps. 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. Rear foot elevated split squats coming next to finish up our first round of the circuit. Again, we do have 4. So perfect. Heather's holding that weight in her right hand. That means her right foot is going back. You got 10 seconds to get ready here. Again, straight down, straight up is going to be your focus on this one. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, perfect, perfect. Notice how Heather took that small step forward. You never want to be too crowded on this one. So if you have that foot real close to your step, your knee gets really close to the ground. That's not what we're looking for on this one. So get a little bit of a almost like a lunge stance. 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. There's round 1. We're going to go right into round number 2, but this one, it's going to be on the other side. So hopefully you remember which foot you stepped up with, because contralateral step-ups are coming in again. So this time Heather's going with left foot. There we go. Let's do it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Round 2, we are right into it. Perfect, perfect. Straight up again. I love it. Nice proud chest. Think about step-ups. If you lead with your chest, the rest of the body kind of has to follow. Doesn't really have a choice. 8 seconds. A couple more reps to get you ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds to rest again. Now we're going into those high plank shoulder taps again. Got 15 seconds still. Love it. Grab a drink whenever you need it. That's why we give you some of these rests today, guys. But perfect. Shoulder taps again. You got to feel how that first one felt. Now, adjust as needed. Keep the core tight. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So, another little hack on this one to make it a little easier. And if those hips are moving around a lot, we can widen out the feet. That gives us a little bit wider of a base, makes it a little bit easier to keep your hips nice and stable when you're in that 3-point position when you lift your hand up to touch the shoulder. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Quick rest here. Good. We're going to go into a rear foot elevated split squat again. Hopefully you remember which side again that you did, because we're doing the other side. Perfect. Find that nice position that works for you. Reach back, find the step. And here we go. 5 seconds. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, notice how Heather has the top of her foot up on the box. That works perfect. You can also dig your toe in. It does not matter. Find what is comfortable for you, and that's what I want you to knock out today. So perfect, perfect. 7 seconds, got a couple reps left in you. These are challenging. They'll challenge the lower body a lot. 2, 1, rest. Perfect. 2 rounds down. We are halfway done with that first circuit today. We are going to go into the contralateral step up next, round 3. So no real rest. We get that 20 seconds in between our rounds. We're breathing. Make sure you're trying to recover during these rounds as well. 5, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So again, this first circuit is very lower body heavy, and that is what we're looking for. So lower body should be a little on fire right now. We're working. We're keeping you safe though. Challenging the lower body to get you that good burn today. Good. You got 6 seconds to go, maybe 2, 3 reps to finish out. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So another round of those down. We're going to the high plank shoulder taps next. High plank shoulder taps. So perfect. Good. High plank position. Again, hands are under the shoulders. Make sure you got that nice wide base with your feet so your hips are nice and stable. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. That's little tiny taps, just that little movement. The only thing that's moving is your arm because the rest of the body is stable. The body is quiet. There's no extra movement that we're seeing. You're halfway through the round though. Core is getting hit a little bit right in the middle of the circuit. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Rest. Perfect. All right, let's finish up the third round of this circuit with our rear foot elevated split squat. We're back to the first side here. So we get one more on each side. And then again, second part of the circuit is going to be very much upper body focused. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good. Straight down, straight up, leading with the chest. Heather's doing a really good job of keeping her core engaged. Notice how she goes straight down and straight up. No side to side swaying. That's because she's got a nice, really strong core and everything is tight. Perfect. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Done with those. We got one more round of our circuit. We are going to start again with the contralateral step-ups in about 15 seconds. And then we have a nice long 1.5-minute break after this circuit as we get you guys ready for that next circuit. So take some time, rest, recover when we get there, but let's crush this last round. So here we go. Contralateral step-up, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Driving up. Make sure you're driving up through that heel too. Try not to push off with the bottom foot. You want that top leg doing all the work on this one. So perfect, perfect. Good. Driving up, lead with that chest again. 5 seconds. You got about 2 reps in you. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. 2 more moves, then you get that break. High plank shoulder taps coming in again. Last time with them today. Getting those strong cores. Strong cores makes you better in a lot of other lifts. So we're getting some work. Here we go. 4 seconds. High plank. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. I love it. Nice, stable hips. Make this last round your best round of this circuit. Don't just skate through it because we're tired. You want to go. You want to get after it today and get closer to those goals. 6 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and done. I love it. Rear foot elevated split squat coming in next. Now, perfect. Now, should have said this a little bit earlier, but a lunge is a great spot for this one. If you're ever struggling with that rear foot elevated, we can just do a split lunge and straight down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So last round, again, making it your best. Really going after it. The legs are on fire a little bit. You're working hard to get to that point, but you're going to keep pushing for these next 10 seconds because you're strong today. Come on. Perfect. Good. Last 5. Give me a couple more good reps to finish on. 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. You have a 1.5 minutes to rest here. Let's get into that next circuit. We're going to start with a single arm, half kneeling shoulder press. So a lot going on there. Let's start with the half kneeling position. So Heather's going to drop it down onto one knee. Now she's got her left knee down. That means her left hand is going to be holding the dumbbell. So same knee that's down is going to be holding the dumbbell. Boom. Shoulder presses for 20 seconds, not 30. That'd be longer than our circuit here. So 20 seconds right there. Again, we have 4 rounds, so we'll do 2 on each side. Boom, knocking it out. Notice that body is in a straight line. Our hips don't fall back or anything there as well. Side plank with rotation. Side plank position. So perfect. And then the rotation, we're going to reach through and then open up. So knock it out, bam, and down and through. Now, to make this one a little bit easier, you can drop that bottom leg, make it 90 degrees. That just takes a little bit of pressure off the hip and then makes that a little bit more doable. So perfect. I love it. And then our last one is going to be a bent over wide row. We got 30 seconds till we get rolling here. That's why we're hustling through our demos here. Bent over position. Boom. So I want to turn sideways for me, Heather. That way they can see that 90-degree bend in the armpit. That's what we're looking for. So elbow straight out to the side and then control on the way down. Perfect. Boom. We got 10 seconds, so let's all get ready here. Again, we're going right into it. 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, half kneeling, single arm, shoulder press in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. I love that. So notice her knee, her hip, and her shoulder. That's a straight line right down there, and that's what we're looking for. As we get tired, the hip tends to fall back and kind of bend that line a little bit, but try to keep it straight today. There we go. 5 seconds, couple more reps. We get into the upper body now as well, so you're feeling a little fresh. 2, 1, rest. Love it. Really good first exercise there. Now we're going into that side plank with rotation. So side plank position. We're going to reach down and through, and then up at the top. So good. We're flying through this one today. Flying right into that second circuit. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Nice little reach through. Open up at the top. Follow with the eyes. I love it. I love it. Rotating the core, getting a little bit of that hip rotation, working our side abs. Those are the ones that always get kind of fired up when we're in a side plank position. Good. You got 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds. Then we get to finish up with our bent over wide row. So again, we're moving quick through these circuits here. So for the wide row, again, you want to focus on that bent over position, little tension in the hamstrings, and then straight out to the side. So a regular row is right and tight, and then our wide row is a little farther out to the side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Heather got bonus reps in there too. Good. 15 seconds here, knocking it out. Now, try not to rotate the shoulder on this one at all. It's going to be challenging, especially if you have a heavy weight, but use your core to keep that shoulder even to the ground. Nice flat back in our bent over position. 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go. Already one round done of circuit number 2. We're going to go into that half kneeling single arm shoulder press coming next. Yeah, we can move this bad boy out of the way. Done with your step for the day, by the way. So here we go, 5 seconds. We're going to the other side again, so hopefully you switched in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now again, you got that straight line again, knee, hip, and shoulder right in that straight line, and at the top, the hand joins that line as well. Perfect, perfect. Bicep comes up by the ear at the top, but the shoulder stays down. You don't want that shoulder all the way up. You want to keep it down and keep everything nice and strong. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Side plank coming up next. We're going to that other side again. Again, you can reach through, open it up at the top. Always can drop that bottom knee to make it a little easier if you need. Here we go. 7 seconds. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Nice little reach through. Open it up at the top. Looking amazing, Heather. Hopefully you guys can emulate this because this is looking really, really good. The core is burning a little bit, right? But it's burning in all the right ways, all the ways that make you a stronger version of yourself today. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Bent over wide row coming in next, team. So find that bent over position again. For that bent over, let's try to get that tabletop almost. So get nice and deep into it. Feel those stretch in the hamstrings a little bit as we go down into this one. 6 seconds. Finishing off our second round of circuit number 2. 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go. Really good, Heather. Now, this is another good tip that I think I've given you guys before if you've taken some other Coach Care Connect videos. What I like to do on some of my rows is have my arm down to the ground because then if I'm opening up my chest at all, that hand moves all around there. I'm trying to keep that bottom ham nice and stable. 2, 1, rest. Boom, halfway done with circuit number 2. Got 20 seconds here to take a little bit of time before we get back to your original side for the half kneeling single arm shoulder press. Getting a little bit of shoulders in here. Definitely grabbing some water today as well. Anytime you need it, go grab it quick. Just try to get back as quick as you can because we're moving quick through this one. 2, 1, let's go. There we go, right into it. Heather still in that straight line that we're looking for. Keeping the hips stable, the chest still stays tall. I love it. I love it. Getting some really good shoulder work here, keeping the shoulders healthy by strengthening all the muscles around that joint. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Really good, really good. Side plank with rotation coming in next. So back to, again, this is your original side, whatever side that is, for round number 3. You got 10 seconds. Now, try to really be stable on this one. The hips don't move around too much. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good, very, very good. Following the hand with the eyes still, knocking this one out. Really good. You can always drop that bottom knee down. I'll keep saying that. Even if you got to stop quick to drop it down, try to get to that bottom knee and just keep repping it out. We don't try to stop too much. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. Bent over wide row coming in next. Let's finish off round 3. We only got 4 more movements today. 4 more. You've already done them all. You got the bent over wide row twice though. So here we go. Let's do it. 5 seconds. Bent over position. Nice flat backs. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. So straight out to the side. Perfect. Good. So shut that bottom hand down again. If she's moving her shoulders and the core is not tight, that bottom hand is moving all over the place. It's going down as you're coming up. But if everything is perfect and stable and the core is tight, that bottom hand doesn't move. In 2, 1, and rest. Really good. 20 seconds. We're going into our last round of our second circuit, so that's our last circuit. We got 3 recovery exercises that we'll do after this, stretch you guys out, and then you'll be out of here to get on with the rest of your day. Half kneeling, single arm shoulder press for the last time today. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Knocking these out, keeping the hips forward, working. Really good, Heather, really good. We got just over 10 seconds here, just over 10 seconds. What can you get out of this? How can you make it challenging so you're tired at the end? You're feeling like you pushed yourself. That's the goal of feeling today. 2, 1, let's rest. Perfect, 20 seconds. Last side plank today, side plank with rotation. We're getting down to it. 40 seconds of work left in this bad boy today. 10 seconds. Take that deep breath. Get yourself ready. Let's knock it out here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. 2 more rounds here. Bent over wide row coming next. Let's really go after this now. Good. We're not going to really do a finisher today, so nothing that's really, challenging the heart rate. So you can go after these last 2 moves with form. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last move today, bent over wide row, 20 more seconds, and then we'll take a nice long stretch and get you guys out of here like I said, but we got 10 seconds to get ready. Last exercise of the day, let's do it in 5 seconds. Nice flat back, good bent over position. Let's go in 2, 1, here we go. Good, very, very good. Driving the elbow back actively, keeping that shoulder down, looks so good, so good. Again, working hard to keep the core tight on every move that we do today. A lot of core work, sneaky core work today. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Drop your weight. Let's bring it down to the ground. We are going to start with a rest, flex, and extend. So you can bring it down to the hands and knees. So perfect. Now, the rest. Let's start with that position. So Heather's going to bring her knees bring her knees out a little bit and then drive the hips back into that rest position. Sink everything down and into it so the shoulders start to come up by the ears. Boom. That's a really good position. And then we just hang out there for a second. We come forward into our flex position. Boom. So the hips come forward and then we extend the hips into our extend. Boom. It's tough one to explain. If you've done yoga before, you've probably done these. Driving the hips forward in that good position. Knockout for about 30 seconds here. So go back, come forward. Whatever is working for you, that's what I want you to do here. So if that back feels good in your rest position and you want to take some time, spend about 20 seconds there, do that. If you want to get into that extension position right up at the front and that feels really good for you, spend some time there as well. These cool downs and recoveries are about doing what's best for your body. So take some time and let's do exactly that. Good. You got about 10 seconds left, and then we're going to be on the hands and knees again so you can kind of stay in that same position. Perfect. All right, next one, thoracic spine stretch. So what Heather's gonna do on this one, put one hand behind the head, and then we're gonna take, so switch sides for me, Heather, just for the camera, perfect. And then we're gonna take that elbow down low, boom, take a second stretch there, and then right back up to the top, opening the chest up, trying to get that elbow as high as she can. So boom, that's a lot of stretching right in that core section. If you can't open it up quite that much, that's some pretty good core flexibility here, some core mobility. So if you can't quite get that high, that is okay, but take some time, knock out that side. When you're done with that, switch to the other side. Again, I'll give you about 30 seconds here. Knock it out, take some time. These are also all moves that you can add into your day. So maybe throughout your lunch break, maybe after work, before bed, whatever. Whenever you have 5 minutes, knock those out, and you'll get a quick little good stretch. Last one. Let's get into the butterfly before we kick you guys out of here to enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to bring the heels together. We're going to keep the chest nice and tall, and then we're going to drive the knees down without the elbows, though. Don't use the elbows on this one. I want you to focus on driving those shoulders back and keeping the chest tall. Boom, that's a really good position, Heather. And then actively drive those knees down to open up the groin and all those little muscles in the groin. Perfect. So there it is today. Take some time, spend it in your butterfly today. But again, my name is Coach Christian. This is Coach Heather with you today. And we are so glad that you joined us today, knocking out another Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. Hopefully you guys come back and see us soon. But until next time, signing off.